Unbelievable weather here in California. Warm, supposed to be 72 today. The wind has just now started up. Let me turn you out of the wind. So, it definitely looks like California has turned winter into summer, without a doubt. The clouds are right, the feel is right. We're in summer. We sort of skipped spring, or spring was just a few days and now we're back into summer. But that brings us to our next subject matter. So, there's been a new study and a new forecast. Record heat forecast between 2020 and 2024. Temperatures will reach 1.06 C to 1.62 C above average in the next 5 years. So as long as the greenhouse gases continue to rise, the temperature will rise. And it's about 4 to 5 year lag time between we see CO2 count and temperature rise. It's about a 5 year it takes to get the engine going, so we're always 5 years behind. Unfortunately, I can't say that that's any good news, but we do have some good news. So, The Guardian has announced it will not accept advertising from oil and gas companies. Well, that's good news. See, that's how you do it, bit by bit by bit, here and there. Each company that has the will to do it. But let's make sure that it stays that way, that we don't suddenly find them putting oil and gas ads on in a different way, possibly as an article or something like that. Well, there's many ways to get ads on places that say that you can't put ads on there. And by the way, while we're getting news outlets to stop divesting in oil and gas industry ads, what about NPR here in the US? Oh, by the way this happened was that Greenpeace put a petition together to The Guardian and got 125,000 people to sign it. And that caused The Guardian to divest from oil and gas. You see, you can do it. You can do it. You just think you can't do it. Let's do a time lapse over there. Poor old camera, it's now out of battery, so we got to get on with this. It's just not working the way it used to. Everything's wearing out on it. So, I wanted to do a quick talk about impeachment here in the U.S. If the Friday vote acquits this guy of any criminal behavior and lets him off, that means that a president can do anything he wants, and it's not against the law. That means he can rig the election, not have an election. He can put his family members in and appoint them the leaders. A dictatorship is what he's all about. The Israel-Palestine peace plan is obvious to that. That was no peace plan. That was giving Palestinian land over to Israel. What a crock. I just can't believe that there's still even one person has any interest in the Orange Man other than to see him go under the jail. Really, he is just crooked. Everything he does is about him making money. He is so inflicted with the money bug that he is just infected to where he can't get out. But if he decides to put up concentration camps, separate mothers from their children, or segregating black and white, he can do that if he gets this vote the way he wants it this Friday, and he gets away with it. We no longer have a democracy at all. We have a dictatorship, and that's the way it is. And the reason we have that is because we put him in office, or let him stay in office after he didn't win. After all, he lost the election by votes. But we don't want to talk about that. So, because the battery's dying, I really wanted to do a lot more, but no time. And I appreciate all your ups and downs, and your comments have been all right. There haven't been that many. I don't know what's going on. YouTube is fixing things and saying that unless everybody goes from classic to the new YouTube, these bugs will continue. Remember, good news is there. You just have to look for it hard and long enough. But it is done by piece by piece by piece, not all one big rush. It's just the way we work as humans. You just have to push while the other side is pushing back, and the biggest pushers win. Just like rope pulling, what do you call it, tug of rope. It's the same thing.